When it comes to best games list videos, there are a few titles that are guaranteed to appear, but I don't want to talk about those titles today. I took a deep dive into the internet to see what games you guys love. We have some absolute gems for you today, so stick around. Without further ado, and in no particular order, here are 10 beautiful games that are still worth trying in 2024. If we're talking about beautiful games, then we definitely need to talk about Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This platform adventure Metroidvania style game, developed by Moon Studios, is absolutely stunning. This game is a direct sequel to the 2015 release of Ori and the Blind Forest. Will of the Wisps reunites the player with Ori, the series protagonist, as he begins a new adventure, journeying beyond the Forest of Nibel, where he unearths his true destiny. This game is truly captivating. The game's vibrant, painterly graphic style is absolutely beautiful and definitely deserves a spot on this top 10 list. In 2022, we were introduced to Stray, Blue 12 Studios' adventure game that has players follow the story of a stray cat, navigating their way through a futuristic city populated by robots, machines and mutants, as they attempt to escape with help from their companion drone, B12. Praised for its inventive gameplay, narrative, soundtrack and platforming elements, Stray has earned itself a special spot in video game history. Beyond it being an absolutely brilliant 10 out of 10 platforming game, the graphical choices and colour palette made it an easy choice for this list. In 2021, Insomniac Games dropped the 9th installment in the Ratchet & Clank series. Bursting with colour and particle effects, this game is jaw-droppingly pretty from start to finish. The world of Rift Apart is alive, active and highly detailed, and is truly an incredible piece of video game design. With the game's fast-paced, chaotic gameplay, it's easy to miss out on this graphical artistry, and I'd highly recommend taking some time to admire the scenery before returning to smashing things. In 2023, Hogwarts Legacy burst onto the scene and was met with a wave of positive reviews. The game is very pretty, but one particular part of the world stands above the rest. The castle that Avalanche Software created is quite possibly the most impressive, accurate and highly detailed building that I have ever seen in a video game. Bursting with references to the source material, this colossal castle space is sure to fully immerse you in the game's world. Every single inch of Hogwarts has been polished to the highest standard, both inside and outside the grounds. Released at the end of 2020, Phoenix Rising tells the story of Phoenix, a mortal shield bearer who must defeat the mythological god Typhon after his escape from the underworld in order to save her brother from certain doom. This compact, open-world game takes a lot of inspiration from Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it shows in all the right ways. Definitely leaning into the more cartoony, stylized visuals that you'd expect from a Nintendo title. Immortals Phoenix Rising is colourful, captivating, entertaining, and well worth a try in 2024. Need for Speed 2015. Releasing in, you guessed it, 2015. Ghost Games' reboot of the fan favourite Need for Speed series has players racing and customising a wide range of street racing icons. Being a callback to the Underground series, players find themselves racing the city streets late at night, setting the atmosphere and giving way to some fantastic lighting and particle effects, especially when the heavens open up. Driving the city streets and parking up under a streetlight, you realise how the game's nighttime setting is used to emphasise colours in a clever way. Need for Speed 2015's atmosphere, colour palette, and sharp graphics have earned it a spot in this list. Ubisoft's 2014 release of Assassin's Creed Unity was the source of many memes back in the day. But despite this, Assassin's Creed Unity still has one of the most striking and gorgeous open worlds of the franchise. Set in Paris during the French Revolution, the devs did a brilliant job of capturing city life during the 1700s. Historically accurate buildings, large crowds in bustling streets, superb lighting effects, and a muted colour palette that fits the tone perfectly are just a few of the reasons as to why Assassin's Creed Unity is appearing on this list. In 2018, Toys for Bob graced the world with the Reignited trilogy, something that truly has a special place in my heart. Granted, there is some nostalgia going on there, but these remastered gems are absolutely gorgeous from every angle, essentially taking the 90s simplistic art style and turning it up to 100. Vibrant colours, clean, smooth textures, and more detail than you might expect. The Reignited trilogy is a must-play for any 3D platforming fan, and I absolutely love these games. Destiny 1, not Destiny 2. Now don't get me wrong, Destiny 2 is a fantastic looking game in its own right, but Destiny 1 really does have a look of its own, and is therefore still worth playing, in my opinion, in 2024. But maybe don't go queuing for PvP though. Aesthetically, Bungie hit the nail on the head with Destiny back in 2014. The various planets felt atmospheric and unique. The colour palette used throughout the game fits the tone of the game perfectly. I still to this day can't put my finger on exactly why that is. I still think back to Destiny 1's explorable areas on Venus. Many years later, the game really is still stunning, even with the graphical improvements of Destiny 2. In 2017, XDev and Creative Vault Studios brought us Wipeout: A Mega Collection, a revival of the popular anti-grav racing series. The collection received a much needed graphical overhaul, and the results were truly fantastic. The neon futuristic racetracks look crisp and clean as you blast your way around at high speeds, and the ships retain that classic Wipeout look, while incorporating more vibrant and lifelike colours. If you're a fan of futuristic settings, fast-paced racing, Wipeout: A Mega Collection might be for you. And that brings us to the end of the list and the end of the video. And that leaves us with the question, what do you guys think of today's list? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Good night, sub, peace.